And now, from sunny South Florida, it's Open Line Friday.
Yip, 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 yahoo, ladies and gentlemen. Open Line Friday, the end of another busy broadcast week. Hosted by me, Rush Limbaugh, America's gift to broadcasting. Our telephone number is open, is 800-282-2882. Now remember, on Friday, you're not bound by the cardinal rule that governs this program Monday through Thursday, which is callers must discuss things I'm interested in. You don't get on the air otherwise. Well, on Friday, we broom that, and if there's anything you want to talk about that you haven't heard, if I don't care about it, doesn't matter. You have a golden opportunity to get it said. You can go the email route as well. That's lrushball@eibnet.com. If you would rather do, we do check the email during the breaks. What's a few dead babies between friends? I mean, that's really where we are here, folks, in discussing the pending government shutdown. We're talking about pennies in addition to everything else. We are more than happy to fund Planned Parenthood. The Democrats are more than happy to fund Planned Parenthood, but they will shut down this government if there is a rider to the continuing resolution that funds the military at war in Libya, Afghanistan, Iraq. So it's fine to pay Planned Parenthood. In fact, the regime is insisting on it. And they're calling this women's health. Chuck Schumer and the rest of the Democrats are out there describing this as a Republican assault on women's health. Or alternately, they say that the Republicans are focused on the usual social issues that the independents don't care anything about. But what it boils down to is, what's a few dead babies between friends? Obama's got no problems ordering a moratorium on drilling for oil, but he will not support a moratorium on drilling for babies. Now, remind me, who are the people hoping Republicans cave on a moratorium on abortion so the Obamas can take their vacation? Yeah, they're going to Colonial Williamsburg. It's a long time since they took a vacation. Rio. Yeah, it's been at least 2 weeks. So they got another vacation to Colonial Williamsburg. Obama's demanding this thing gets settled in time so he can go to Colonial Williamsburg. He has threatened to withhold pay, compensation from our troops, but refuses to withhold money from Planned Parenthood. Now, how is that hope and change working out for you? Eleanor Holmes Norton, as her name is pronounced by Al Sharpton. Eleanor Holmes Norton has called a government shutdown the equivalent of bombing innocent civilians. She is mad because the Republicans want to eliminate federal funding for abortion. Are there any more innocent civilians than unborn babies? Are they not the essence of innocence? And in the middle of all of this, we have to understand that we're talking pennies. 60 billion, 70 billion, 100 billion, 30 billion. It's pennies compared to the debt. It's pennies compared to what Paul Ryan's budget is dealing with. A dingy Harry on the floor of the Senate. Maybe one of the dumbest statements he's ever made, and that's a tough competition. There have been a lot of them. This morning, Dingy Harry on the floor of the Senate told about the health risks to his wife and daughters and 9 granddaughters if he agrees to the Republican cuts. Now, he's one of the wealthiest guys in Searchlight, Nevada. One of the wealthiest guys in Las Vegas. One of the wealthiest guys in the country. And apparently he will not spend a dime of his own money on his daughters, granddaughters, or wife's abortions. Well, because that's what women's health is in this debate. Don't think it's about anything else. If this is offending your sensibilities, it damn well should, because that's what we're talking about here. The only women's health issue these clowns care about on the left is abortion. They don't dare call it that. They want to fund Planned Parenthood. Why? Planned Parenthood earns its money performing abortions. That's their definition of family planning. So, no matter how serious the health threat, Dingy Harry says he will not spend a dime of his own money on his kids' and grandkids' health / their abortions. So if the government money is cut off, they're toast. Dingy Harry's daughters and granddaughters are toast. He's not going to take care of them. It's your job, don't you know? It's your responsibility. Obama has canceled a campaign trip to Indiana so that he can continue to refuse to compromise on any budget plan and block any continuing resolution. Now, that's dedication, folks. He is dedicated to blocking it all. In fact, he's so dedicated to creating a government shutdown, he's even willing to give up his latest vacation to Williamsburg so he can be on hand to block any funding for U.S. troops. He will not dare leave Washington. When there's a chance to block funding that would pay military people, he'll hang in there and make sure to block it. The government shutdown has shut down all other stories, too, and that's a shame. The quagmire in Libya. You had a general saying we may be sending ground troops in there. Did you hear about that? Skyrocketing gas prices. How's that trade-in working for you? Even stories about the real long-term budget deficit or Paul Ryan's sensible plan to fix it. And, of course, Obama has got to be very thankful that everybody's sidetracked and focused on what adds up to pennies and abortion. No wonder he won't compromise. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, the media was telling us how important it is to compromise. Oh, yes. We must make sure the independents love everybody here. Compromise. We must compromise. Of course, they just mean it's important for Republicans to compromise. And what that means is it's important for Republicans to give up. It's important for Republicans to cave. News media has gone completely off the deep end with their Cassandra-like predictions of a cataclysm if there's a government shutdown. The headlines are hilarious. I have 3 pages here of fear-mongering headlines. Workers brace for effective government shutdown. AP. Military families worry about looming shutdown. AP. Government shutdown could impact local weekend events. NBC, Washington. Government shutdown, park closures would deliver economic blow to Utah. Federal government shutdown to cost Dayton $100 million a week. Iran's Press TV. U.S. government shutdown to halt troop pay. And they're celebrating. The Iranian news agency is reporting we don't get paid. Military doesn't get paid. Doesn't Harry Reid, by the way, represent a state that has legalized prostitution? How concerned can he be about women's health? Think Progress. 11 ways the Tea Party-inspired shutdown will hurt the economy. Government shutdown could hurt housing. 13 ways a government shutdown could hurt you. Government shutdown will hurt Cape Fear region. Government shutdown could hurt small business. Government shutdown will hurt Michigan's children. Government shutdown could hurt thousands. Why a government shutdown would hurt blacks more than most? Oh, yeah. Minorities hardest hit during a government shutdown. Government shutdown, 13 ways it can hurt you. U.S. government shutdown could hurt recovery. Does a U.S. government shutdown really hurt American foreign policy? Report shutdown would hurt military families. Government shutdown could hurt real estate. I'm just halfway through 3 pages of fear-mongering headlines from the media eagerly awaiting and hoping for a disaster. From a government shutdown over pennies and abortion. And in Wisconsin, the news media, the rest of the Democratic Party are all up